Hello.
Hi.
Nice to see you again.
Yes.
Danny.
Sir. Dylan.
Okay, awesome. So this is our second lesson together. The first one we weren't able to get too far, but at least we know how to put everything together. And today's goal is just to kind of reestablish what we've already learned, and then to try and hopefully learn a scale, the B-flat concert scale, and then to also learn a short song. So let's start with getting the instrument all together. So you kind of just know what to do already. Remember, so neck strap first, you get that on. And then once you got that, yep, make sure you're soaking your mouthpiece. Read. And then we're going to want to get the mouthpiece. We're going to want to get that on the neck. You just kind of want to make sure you're twisting it on, not just pushing it. Yep. If you have it in there good, make sure you want to have the part with the opening on the bottom. Okay. Okay, and we started. The reed should be soaked well enough since we started before. So now, I want to take the ligature, which is the metal part, and then remember let's place the reed on the mouthpiece. And then, we want to have like a little sliver showing, but not too much. And like I showed you how like a thumbnail when you cut it, I don't want to have that amount. You just kind of slide it on. Make sure you have it secure enough so it ain't going anywhere. So you do that. And make sure you have it tight enough so it's not going and it's staying. Okay, good. Yep, and yep, the screws stay on the right just like that. You have a very good memory.
Thank you, Mr.
Highly impressed. Okay, so let's work on our embouchure real quick. Make sure we still remember how to do that. So remember, we want to tuck our lip over our bottom teeth, and then our top teeth are going to go right on the top of the mouthpiece. And it's, like I said, it's kind of like an overbite, so you want your front teeth to be a little farther out than your bottom, because it's just going to produce a better tone, a better sound. And once you have that, you just look at that. Okay, try it again. Okay, good. And see how you have that little speck of air right before you get the sound? So the way to get rid of that is by tonguing. And so in order to tongue, you kind of say two. And you see where you feel where your tongue hits two. It's kind of where your teeth and gum meet. And so that's where you want to hit, because your mouthpiece, your reed is basically at that same spot. So by saying two, it's going to hit right. Your tongue's going to hit the top of it, and you're going to get that air right away. So instead of having, you have. Hear the difference? So why don't you try that? See if you can get that sound. Okay. Yeah, and that's good. See, and you made an adjustment. You noticed that you had too much mouthpiece, and so that's something you wanna be careful of, because you can either have, that's where you get the squeak, so that was really bad, or you can have too little, and it's it's kind of it's a less steady sound. You don't have that solid stream of air, so you kind of want to find that sweet spot right in between. So, okay, so that's enough of that. I don't want all the ducks in the neighborhood to be coming over here from all these great duck calls we've been doing. So let's move on by actually putting it together. So now you can just put the neck part in so we can focus on the body. And so you're going to want to take the strap and just put it on in there. And so now we take the neck, and we're going to want to screw it in. And it's having trouble screwing in, make sure the screw is loosened. So now that's in there. We're going to want to tighten it up. So now this is the part where we make the adjustments we need to make sure we're comfortable to play. So, you got it?
Yeah, I think it's stripped a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So there's two ways to play saxophone. I think I touched on this last time, but you can either play it in front of you like this, or you can have it off to the side. I prefer to play off to the side because where the neck strap is latched on is already off to the side. So if I were to play it straight normally, see, it's already crooked. It just feels more comfortable. So hold yours out. Yeah. So yours is what feels more comfortable. It's really about preference, so it doesn't really matter.
I like the center.
Okay, you like the center. All right. So now with this part, what we want to do is this is when we want to adjust the neck strap to where the mouthpiece is coming to us and we're not coming to the mouthpiece. Okay. So we don't want it like here and then coming to it.
Then the neck strap's not working.
Yeah, the neck strap is there so we can put the mouthpiece to where we're at. So yeah, you just kind of want to readjust them. Mine's having some trouble, but... What the heck?
Look like you could use a new one.
Yeah. I will have to get on that. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, so remember, we don't want to... You're sitting a little too far back. Just kind of be right in the middle. Yep, and then, yeah. And then since you're playing with the center, you kind of want to have it, like, out, you don't want to have it in, kind of touching your body. You just kind of want it out, and it kind of looks like marching band, but it's not because we're in here. Okay, so how about we just try, we'll try our first note, which is going to be RG, which is finger 1, 2, and 3. So a common mistake is for people to put their fingers on this first one right here, but you're going to want to skip that and go right to the second. So you have 1, 2, and 3. So it's kind of like the comfortable spot. Okay, so it's just those 3 fingers, and then you just blow.
Can you hear my pitch, sir?
Alright, that's good. Now remember, let's try tonguing so we can just get that sound right away. Okay, let's have make sure your upper teeth are a little bit farther up. Try taking a little less reed. Yep. Alright, are you pressing down any other keys? There you go. Okay, how's that feel?
That feels good.
Okay, so... So what you might be squeezing a little bit too hard on the reed. So what you're doing is you're hitting the upper register. Now, in order to hit that without changing anything with our embouchure, we have the octave key right here. So our thumb goes on like the octave plateau, which is right here. So then it's just kind of an easy grab. So I mean, you can hit it without it. So what I would do is just try loosening up the embouchure so it's just kind of a more relaxed feel. You don't have to be super tense about it because that's how you're getting the upper note. So if you're here and you're getting the upper register, then kind of kind of drop your jaw a little bit.
Okay.
So let's see if that'll help. There you go. Yeah. And a good thing to do, what helps me, is when you're having trouble like this and you finally figure it out, kind of like you're watching a movie, pause it and figure out exactly what you're doing with your mouth, where your hands are, and kind of take a mental picture of what you're doing so you can have a better idea of what to do, and you don't have to, do all this troubleshooting next time.
Okay.
All right, try it one more time. Okay, good. Okay, so that's concert B flat, but this is our G.
Okay.
We're pitched a major sixth higher than the concert pitch. So after that, we have our G, which is concert B flat. So then we want our A. So all that is just lifting the third finger. So you have. Try those two notes. Okay. You might not try rolling in a little bit more with your bottom lip, because it seems like you're trying to press in a lot more. Okay. You're trying to blow a lot more air, and you want it more focused. So you're kind of you just try to, I don't know, like think of like blowing out candles, like I've said before. You just want to have it focused. Yeah, just keep going between those two notes. Okay, so yeah, you figured out the next one, which is our B. So you have. Okay, so yeah, it's just one. So it's literally just 3, 2, 1. So why don't you try those 3 notes in a row? Are your top
Yeah, they are.
Okay. Try taking a little bit more read, like adjust to try to find. That felt better, didn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounded a lot better. So yeah, that's another thing when you're playing. Just kind of. Move around to try to find a spot that works for you, because it can be different with every player. Mm-hmm. So after that we have G, B, G, A, B, and then for C, you just go to the second finger. Yep. So it sounds like. Good. Yeah, one more time. So now D, for our C, it's C next. So that's a little different. So we had this, and now we're doing 1, 2, 3, and then the 3. Yeah.
It's 4, 5, and 6.
Yep, 4, 5, and 6, and then because this is where we need to start using the octave key. So you can have, but that doesn't go. That would sound. So we want to hit the upper octave. So you just add the octave key. So you have. Can you try that? Okay, good. And then we have. So then you just take the third finger off.
So using the register key?
Yep. The third finger on the right hand.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. And then you keep the second finger and take off the first. There you go.
Hey.
Figured it out. Yeah, so then, the our G is the same as the first G we played, but just with the octave key, because we need to hit the. Okay, so how about we try it together once the whole thing, and then you can try it on your own.
All right.
Okay. So we'll do. So we'll do a half note playing, half note of rest, half note of playing, half note of rest.
All right.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant half note. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I said whole note. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Octave key. Do it on your own. Down. And now we don't need the octave key anymore because now we're on C. Good. Awesome. So you know it was you got through it, so that's good. And with the airy sound, that's just because you're a beginner player, and the more you practice on forming that embouchure for you, then the less airy it's going to sound, and the more focused it's going to have. That's a big thing you want, is to always try and have that focused sound. Okay, so really make sure you have your teeth rolled in, you're forming that O with your mouth, O, and then from there, Okay, so then so let's try to learn a short song. Okay, so let me see which one would be good. That sounds like a good one. That's Three Blind Mice, right? Dun, 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 dun.
That's Hot Cross Buns.
What's the Hot Cross Buns? All these songs sound the same to me. That's the one I like. Mary Had a Little Lamb. That's a great one. Okay, so
Classic.
that's gonna be 1. So B, A, G, A, B, A, A, B. Okay, so how about we try that together and then on your own. Alright. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, one more time on your own and I think we'll be good. That's awesome. Yeah, that's a great start for it. And yeah, so the one thing I would say to work on is really making sure you're having that embouchure. Forming the embouchure is going to fix every other problem. That's basically what you have to have is a good one. And so, yeah, I would just work on that the most. So now we have to take apart the saxophone. So let's start with unscrewing the screw to take off the neck, and then we just Gently twist it out. And then we're going to want to put that just in the case away for a second. And now let's take off the body and put it in. Let's make sure we put the screw back in it.
Don't forget yours.
Yep. You can take the neck strap off. Put that back in its designated area. And then I'm going to unscrew the ligature. Take it off. Put it back in the mouthpiece holder. Twist off the mouthpiece. Put the reed into its little container. And then make sure you latch both the latches. And that's it. Very good job. Highly impressed. Good job.